The Fleet Forum is something that you may not have used much in the past, but if you've downloaded Fleet, you already have a login. The login you created to get on the website is the same one you use for Fleet for the forum. If you don't have your password, just use the Send Me My Password. It's very simple to get back in it. If you have any problems, again, just email me. But overall, what we're looking to do is you can see the forums listed here. Announce new things. If you have any bugs that you'd like to report, you can send them in. If you have any feedback about some usability problems that you had, you can send them in also there. We have a discussion board that helps general topics about Fleet, and the Fleet Exchange is set up more for sharing either resources that really worked well for you or celebrating successes. We have a award ceremony as the 10th lesson in all the curriculum, just so that students can celebrate different aspects of what they're good at. So perhaps you have students that are really good at displaying data or asking interesting questions or coming up with novel design solutions. These are processes that we can reward without saying that we're getting a participation ribbon. And then we have Fleet tutorials. So we'll be adding a lot to that over the course of this month, where we take questions that we've been asked before and put in answers here. So the announcements will have new additions to the game. The bug reporting has your problems, and it can be a good way to look for FAQs about the game. And the Fleet tutorial will have more of our support addressing concerns that we've had before. So here's the reporting and game feedback right now. You can see that there's topics. You go in there, it looks almost like an email. You have a title, you describe what you're seeing, you can upload a picture if you want, and then we get back to you as soon as possible. And usually it'll be either me or one of the programmers or someone at Navitech getting back to you with solutions for any bugs that you see. The forum is a great way for us to share events that are happening. It'll also be a place where you can share learning resources that you found useful or any feedback that you have on the lessons. The tutorials will have important things like when to use full screen option and how to use it. This was a critical resource for me a couple Saturdays ago because it was displaying differently, but Maggie had a great solution online. I was able to read it, get my solution right here, and get back to work without having to wait for an email. So this is a great place to check first if you're running into any issues. And then software updates, and this is actually one from a couple days ago where we were describing about how we've made it so that you can get to the part of the game that you're most interested in. So when you're in lessons 6 or 7 and you're really trying to test out different solutions to search and rescue, you can go straight there. It gives you the options to do that. There's different ways to get to the information at the mission level. One thing that I'd like to highlight here and do highlight on the forum is if you don't know what a word is, if a student doesn't know what a word is, there are hover hints, so if you put your mouse over it, a definition will pop up.